Welcome back, True Seeker. August 25th, 2018. In the headlines today, the death of a young rock singer, Kyle Pavone of the band We Came as Romans. He's dead at age 28, and his band made their debut in 2008. 2008, dead at 28. In the language of Gematria, Pavone sums to 28. He's from a metal band, so a lot of people might be aware of the song not Murder by Numbers, but Gematria, the Killing Name, by the metal band Slipknot. If you're not, look it up. Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. There is also another song out there called Murder by Numbers, which was recorded by the band The Police, and it's about how killing people is as simple as A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. So here's Pavone, a name that equals 28 in Gematria, matching the age of death. As for his date of passing, August 25th, 2018, date with numerology of 44. The word kill has Gematria 44 and 28. Dead at 28, on a date with 44 numerology. If you write out 44 as a word, it sums to 144, just like the name Kyle Pavone. With regards to 44, if you take the numbers that divide into 44, they sum to 84, and his band name, We Came as Romans, has Gematria of 84. In the base ciphers, the band name, We Came as Romans, also sums to 228, and the word death in the Sumerian cipher equals 228. We've been talking a lot about this number in the past week. Aretha Franklin dying on the 228th day of the year, the same day Elvis died in history, and a number of other celebrities. Further, he turned 28 on June 5th of this year, and from June 5th to the day he died was 81 days later, what we call the ritual number. On this same day, we have Senator John McCain dead at age 81, 4 days before his 82nd birthday. Senator McCain equals 81. But ritual, 81 with the alphabetic order forwards and backwards. Perfect symmetry. What else is interesting is from his 28th birthday to his date of death is a span of 82 days. You could say he died on his 82nd day of being 28 or 81 days after his 28th birthday. With regards to it being his 82nd day, that's the reflection of 28. Here's his name in the 4 base ciphers, Kyle Pavone. Notice the 45 in both reduction methods. That's another number that connects to the word ritual. You'll also notice that ritual sums to 27 in the base ciphers. This is why so many young celebrities have died at age 27. These are numerical rituals. They're saying the cause of death is unknown. It's always that way. These young people die, and then later it'll be blamed on a drug overdose. Probably what will happen here as well. But that's not what happened. Also, they have this information that on August 18th, he put out a tweet from one of his songs, which is called Promise Me, and he wrote out the lyrics, "Will I be remembered or will I be lost in loving eyes?" So that was exactly 7 days ago, a week before his reported death. They said that the next day he was taken to the hospital for unknown reasons. He's been there all week, and he died today. But what's interesting about these lyrics is in the base ciphers, they have values of 647 and 487. And here's what makes those numbers matter. 647 is the 118th prime number. The word death in the Jewish cipher, which is very important, equals 118. Major pattern with death. It was that number that allowed me to predict Prince's death months before it happened. Death, 118. Also, 487 is the 93rd prime number. And 93 is the number that connects to Saturn. Saturn is the planet that in astrology is connected to time, death, and judgment. Another number we see around suspicious deaths often. And if they end up saying he died from a heroin overdose, I can't tell you how many people have died in history on dates with 93 numerology or 93 days from their birthday, and it was blamed on heroin. So Watch for that in the days ahead. Will his death be blamed on heroin? I would say it's highly likely. There is a long list of musicians where that is the supposed cause of death, and 93 is coded directly into it. Now, the one thing is, he put out these tweets supposedly. It's hard to know on social media. You know, all it would take is somebody accessing your computer, using your account, and putting this out there. But, I mean, isn't this all suspicious? He leaves this last message that, you know, makes it seem like he knows his death is near. How will he be remembered? The next day he goes to the hospital for an unknown reason. He dies 6 days later for an unknown reason. You know, the song that those lyrics are from is called Promise Me, which has Gematria of 113, number of the Scottish Rite Freemasonry. It's also the 30th prime number, and Saturn also equals 30 in the base ciphers. Last point, dead on August 25th, date with 33 numerology as well, Rockstar equals 33. So, fitting date to go out by the code. Two deaths in the headlines today. John McCain, his, very similar numbers for both. You know, brain equals 44, cancer 44. John McCain and Ted Kennedy dead on the same day in history from brain cancer, both on dates with 44 numerology. Named Ted Kennedy equals 44. The patterns are super repetitive, been showing the same things again and again for 5 years straight. In case you're new here, I have a book called Letters and Numbers. The longest chapter in that book is a book in itself. It's over 150 pages long, called Murder by Numbers. And I show just how repetitively through history people have died by the same numbers. 44, 93, 118, 228, 67 is another one. Blood sacrifice is 67. I didn't notice that number in his story, but you know, there's more rocks to overturn, I'm sure. It could be there. But the key numbers, they're very present. So we'll leave it there. As always, if you want to read this blog later, it's linked in the description. Until next time.